Welcome to Monday Night TPK. Hey, welcome back. This is Monday Night TPK. Thank you for joining us at our table. My name is Kyle, and I am DMing this Real Play 5th Edition Dungeons and or Dragons thing that we're doing, where we play with microphones and we put those recordings on the internet for other people to listen to. Does that have a term or some sort of word that can describe it more quickly?
I don't think that there is anything that exists for that.
We'll have to work on that.
Yeah.
We'll have to work on that. Cool. So there are 4 other people at the table with me. These are just some of the best people. Man, what would I do without these people?
Not play D&D?
I mean,
pretty much.
possibly, yeah.
I mean, you guys had that one group for a while, but
Yeah, I feel like this group has definitely been like the most consistent and longest running.
I mean, yeah, we played
For
my
sure.
campaign. My campaign ran for almost 4 years.
87 years.
Dana was in it for 2.5-ish, I think. Maybe.
Yeah, I was in it
And
for a while.
she came in just before the halfway point,
Yeah.
and then Sam came in right after, or right when we started halfway point.
But that was
Proud to be the original member.
Yeah.
probably 4 years ago.
It's close to 4, gotta
Yeah.
be.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you're
We
probably
like it,
wondering,
yeah.
people. You're probably wondering, who are these voices that are talking to me? And I really hope I'm not the only one that hears them.
We're all in your head.
Yikes. Sam, how's it going?
You are the Montwood.
It's going great.
Happy
I'm
What?
happy to hear it, Sam. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
no, I just
Correct.
wanted to let the viewers know that I didn't explode last week from the caffeinated chocolate. So
You're just
Oh.
sitting there making weird noises instead.
I'm told it's a side effect. I'm not quite sure when it's gonna go away.
Yikes.
Well, you know, riding it out.
Matt,
Yes.
after we're done recording, most of us are going to leave, and you're going to have to put up with Sam's random outbursts.
Yep.
How you feeling about that?
Are you prepared?
I mean, it's nothing unusual. So,
That's fair.
Just a
Yeah.
normal Monday night
yep.
TPK.
Yeah.
Ryan,
He said the thing.
Hi, Kyle.
Slap me?
how are you doing?
Spouse abuse.
Loving this boat miniature. Want it?
Yeah, there's a pretty cool boat miniature in the middle of our table. Well, Matt's table. Matt and Sam's table.
Yeah.
I should give her partial ownership for Matt's things.
I did pay for part of it.
That 100%. Yeah, you get partial ownership. I see you have a shirt with the Goblin King on it.
Yes.
Have you seen the anime Goblin Slayer?
No, I have not.
Watch
Oh,
it.
you should. It's really good. I wonder what would happen if, like,
Is that the one you guys keep trying to get me to watch?
You should watch it.
I mean, we told you about it a couple times, but not in a while.
I think Dave's
Yeah.
tried to get me to watch it too.
See, Dana, I know you've seen it too. Like, Goblin Slayer versus the Goblin King. Oof, right?
Goblin Slayer would definitely win.
Because he kills all the goblins.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He already took down one. Never mind.
Sorry,
Spoilers.
but Goblin Slayer kills goblins.
Yeah.
Dana, you're wearing a shirt about an anime. Kind of, right?
Yeah.
Does that count as anime?
I don't know. I don't think
Yes.
so. Does it count as anime?
What is
I
it?
mean, this is a movie. So I don't know.
Totoro is totally still anime.
It's still considered
yeah, it's a
anime?
Miyazaki film.
Okay. So yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Totoro.
Neat.
Totoro.
That's neat.
He's my neighbor.
That's weird. Alright, so, what is this, episode, like, 15 or 16?
No, we're
This will be episode
16?
17. Yes,
Holy wow.
we're gonna recap 16.
I just realized I didn't properly name the file when we recorded the last episode. I gotta go back and fix that.
Oh.
even
Oh,
though we
no.
had that whole conversation at the beginning.
Well, usually I title it with, like, episode number or something.
Mhm.
I forgot to even put that on there.
Oh,
I just put
you
the
just
episode
put the
title.
name.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Oops.
that's not a big deal. It's just, I gotta remember to fix it. All right. So speaking of the last episode that I improperly named when I saved the file, a bunch of stuff happened. I feel like it was like pretty action packed the whole time until the very end when you guys decided to go shopping.
Woohoo!
So we're
AKA take a nap.
we're gonna get to that in a moment. But while we were playing, Sam was gracious enough to take notes because nobody else likes taking notes.
Yeah.
That's sort of your unofficial role.
Yep.
Roll.
Oh.
I rolled a 7.
Okay.
What happened last week,
He's trying to
Sam?
make puns.
Well, last
He is.
week,
He's trying to steal. your
because you
comment.
rolled a 7, do I have to like take words out? Because I feel like that'd be fun. But I won't.
Every 7th word, don't say.
Is 7 out of what though? I mean, like, what did you roll? Did you roll a d10? 'Cause
I rolled-
7 out of 10's not bad.
I rolled a d12 actually.
Oh.
It was just the first time I landed on.
Alright. Anyhoozle, last time we learned that dino pens are made out of wrought iron that are approximately 15 feet high. Brielle contemplated taming a dinosaur, then had second thoughts.
Yeah, she did.
Motwood wandered towards the west of the dino pens,
Thought about that all week.
and we go to get some more zombies. Update. Man getting attacked by zombies in an alley.
He was at 11.
We attack! Yep, that's why I said it that way. You're welcome. Thank you. Brielle makes a zombie's jaw fall off. Now her name is Lucy. Zombie Lucy Jawless continues to attack the commoner. Montwood makes a zombie's toenail fall off. Ricsor cuts a zombie in twine. Zombie is re-dead. Brielle hits Lucy Jawless with a sword. Lucy backhands Brielle. Gilly backhands Lucy with a guiding bolt. Gil is a survivor shop owner, and we are invited to go to visit his shop. Gil was the commoner, formerly known. For now, Gil locks himself in his store, while we hear more bells ringing. Then, the bells stop ringing. We walk around to the front of Gil's shop after he tells us we can't go in the back entrance. Denied.
Oh, the first date.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
And there it is.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Dana. Thanks for setting that up, Sam.
Yeah, no problem. We find that the shop is called Gill Survival. I'm just saying words. Y'all can do what you want with them. Calm. Okay, so this is the part where I failed a little bit, but Gil says Ross Nice's army got set loose in the jungle? Question mark.
I mean, he didn't really have a direct name. He was kind of trying to remember the name. So if that's not right, it doesn't matter because he wasn't positive what the name was.
Okay, well, I was also listening and reading at the same time. Learned that multitasking is not my strong suit. Then we decided it's time to go shopping.
Now I'm just picturing Ras Sneesney with a Bob Ross wig.
You're welcome.
All right. So yeah, you guys, where we stopped exactly last time is you guys were shopping, looking for stuff to take into the jungle for the purpose of surviving in said jungle. And it was kind of decided by me, I guess, that your efforts for shopping wouldn't make very good radio, and that we would shop off radio and kind of come back to it this week. So I don't want to spend a ton of time on this shopping trip that you went on. But essentially, like, you guys were able to look around this guy's shop. You guys were able to, like, kind of huddle up and, you know, pool your money and kind of debate what exactly is needed and how much of what item is needed. Ultimately,
Did we get a discount?
he will tell you that for saving his life, he will provide you with a 25% discount. And then he will go on to explain that, you know, if he could, he would do more, but a part of his profits have to go to Akane Efe and to Kweothe in order to help in order to help give them their cut for the goods that came into the city. And if asked, he'll tell you that those are 2 of the 7 merchant princes that kind of regulate all of the commerce and the trade. So as you're wandering around, you're debating, you're having conversations, you're engaging in economics at a small scale. Montwood is not so much interested, I'm going to assume, in the mundane passage of coin from one hand to the next.
No, not really, no.
So I'm imagining Montwood is going to...
I handed over whatever I had to them, and I just get what you need.
Sure. So as they're debating and going over the numbers, Montwood gonna kind of like wander around the store, right?
Yeah.
And in the back, on a shelf, kind of underneath of some old fishing nets, Montwood, you're going to find a small wooden box. Probably like 2 inches by 3 inches. Very plain, unadorned. But it definitely like catches your attention. 2 by 3 inches is going to be more like this by this.
Yeah.
Okay, alright.
Yeah.
Ain't too good with the dimensions.
It's tiny. Think like a ring.
Alright, sure, yeah, I'll pick it up. Does it have any like really big heft to it, or?
Oh no, it's very, very, very light. And it's got a hinge on it, and it seems like it can be just opened up, like Matt kind of described, like a ring box.
Oh, okay, alright. Then I'll take a look inside of it.
Okay. So you you pick it up and you open it up, and there is a small square of a fabric, kind of a red velvet fabric, and then sitting on top of that is a wooden fish hook.
A wooden fish hook?
It's a fish hook
Made out of wood.
made out of wood.
Alright. That is interesting. So I have one of my personality things is I see value in the most mundane objects.
Okay.
So yes, this interests me, especially since it's so nicely put in this little box.
It is, and it is. I mean, it looks. Very smooth, and you can kind of like test the tip of it. It's not like unnaturally sharp, but it is extremely sharp, like a fish hook should be.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like it was, it must have been hand carved. Tiny little loop at the top you can put a string through.
Right.
It's
a fish hook.
it's a fish hook.
Then yeah, I'm gonna inquire about it. I'm gonna go up to Gil and I'm gonna say, hey, what's the purpose of this besides fishing?
He's gonna take it from you and. Well, where'd you find this?
I was just looking around.
I don't know that I've ever seen this before. I don't know what this is. This is bizarre.
So are you willing to sell it, or?
It's kind of a novelty, but a wooden fish hook would just break. I don't know.
It might be useful for something.
Give me a copper piece for it.
I have silver.
You just give him a silver piece?
Yeah, I have silver.
He'll take the silver piece and nod. Well, I hope it brings you a good fortune.
Yeah. Take it and I have to get some twine to add it to my staff.
So, Montwood has spent some time finding a bizarre little trinket in the back corner of a shop, while the rest of you have made a decision, I'm assuming, on exactly what items you're going to purchase.
Oh yeah.
By what means do you go about acquiring these items in the shop?
So after our huddle has gone on for a little bit, there'll be a breakaway, and Gilly will say, "And break! Hey, Gil!"
Yeah, yes, Gilly.
Yeah, alright. I got a pretty extensive list. Are you ready?
I am so ready, and he's ready, like, basically like a pen, a fountain pen, and some paper.
Okay, I need 10 bug blocks, 6 bug juices. Oh, sorry, the salve thingies, I just called them bug juice.
Got it.
Cool. 2
Do
rain
not consume.
catchers, 4 machetes, 2 tarps, 2 fishing tackles, 4 gallon water skins, 4 single gallon water skins. 2 canoes, 2 buckets, 20 arrows, 1 hunting trap, 10 days rations, and a towel.
The towel's for Ricsor.
In case it gets dirty.
Yeah.
When did we decide on a towel?
Don't forget to bring a towel.
Ricsor
You
said he
did. I
needed
just
one.
said wanted one.
Yeah.
Confused. And she signs you towel.
Yeah, just to give him one, it's fine. It'll make him
She
happy.
shrugs and just whatever.
So it's for after it rains. It can dry off.
Right. Yes.
Gil is going to kind of, he's scribbling some notes, and then he's going to tell you, he's going to give you a price. And I know you guys as players figured out the price
Yeah.
when I wasn't listening.
It was
It was-
10 gold pieces.
It was not 10 gold
It
pieces.
was
It was-
166, then $41 was the discount, so it came up to 125.
He'll explain that it's that price to you.
Excellent. What a deal.
He's going to say that that's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, it is.
But if you're willing to come back end of the day, he can get all that packed up into a couple canoes for you.
Awesome.
And does he ask you? So when you plan to head out?
Tomorrow?
Maybe
No.
tomorrow?
Well, the dinosaur races are tomorrow, right? So we're gonna stay for the dinosaur races
Right.
and then leave the next day.
Right.
All right. Do you want? Do you want to like come get these at the end of today, or do you want to come pick these up before you leave? When you're ready to leave?
Well, that depends on how early you wake up in the morning.
More or less when the sun rises. It's pretty common for, no offense, but people like you to want to leave first thing in the morning, and everyone always forgets something.
Yeah. Yeah.
So saying we'll get them in the morning.
We'll get them, not tomorrow morning, but the day after.
He'll not. I'll have everything together and ready to go.
Wonderful.
Just stop in and. I would appreciate. I mean, I do appreciate your saving my life and all, but I would appreciate the coin up front, just so we're square.
Oh, yeah. No problem.
We all already organized our money, and she just hands him one bag.
Oh,
and then
all right.
puts the other one on her hip until we have a place to store our remainder money.
He'll say his thanks, and he kind of goes back behind a counter where Till is, and give you his thanks. He hands you basically like the list that he was taking. Bottom part of it he kind of like tears off like a receipt and signs it and hands it back to you.
Perfect.
All right, I'll see you day after tomorrow, morning after tomorrow.
Sounds like a
your stuff will be ready to go.
Sounds good.
Hey guys, how are we gonna carry the canoes?
Brielle just flexes her muscles.
And then Ricsor flexes his muscles.
I've got
Oh.
+4 strength, so
I do as well.
Right.
I think we'll be able to.
Yeah.
You guys will like stand side by side, like flexing your biceps.
That makes sense. Okay, sorry I didn't get it because I'm short. My arms are tiny, so I was concerned.
I was just curious what your.
I'll
Okay.
ask for help if need be.
Okie dokie.
All right, cool. So you guys, after your shopping and after your encounter with the undead and rescuing Gil, it's probably, let's say, about 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Lunchtime.
Well past lunchtime.
Do we just want to go back to the inn, get food, and then just chill until close to 5?
I mean, we haven't really gotten a chance
There's
to look
not
around in
really-
this area. And we came this way for some reason, and then we fought zombies and bought
We
stuff.
came to see the dinosaurs.
Yeah, and we immediately fought zombies, I feel like, right?
And then went
I
shopping.
mean, I
Yeah.
guess we could stay and see.
Ricsor,
so-
do
See
you
if
want
they've
to
calmed
see
the
the
dinosaurs down?
dinosaurs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to see the dinosaurs?
Sure.
Okay, it sounds like a good plan.
Can I have some fruit?
Yeah.
It's past lunchtime.
Ooh, you left it all in your bed.
I don't know. It kind of
did
seems a waste.
She did, yep.
I didn't
Or
take
he
it
did.
with us.
What
yeah.
seems a waste?
What? Oh, sorry. I was talking to someone else.
Oh, okay.
They think it's a idea for me to check out this hook I bought because it's so out of place and weird. But I thought it wouldn't be a good use of our resources to use that wand. But I don't know.
You want a hook?
Yeah,
We have a wand?
Yeah,
Yeah, that wand that detects magic things.
yeah. Yeah.
I think it's a waste though, but they think I should check it out just to make sure.
I think that sounds like a. Can I see the hook? What makes it
Yeah,
so
I'll start
special?
digging through my little trinkets hanging from my staff. Like it's somewhere in here.
Okay, take your time.
I pull it out. There it is. Little wooden hook.
Huh. I don't know. Brielle?
Hmm?
Do you think it'd be a good idea? Can we use the wand on that little hook thing? You found it in the store.
Would Brielle have brought that?
I mean, I kind of asked for stuff you guys left behind, and you didn't say you were leaving the hook behind, or the not the hook,
She
the
said she
wand
brought a
behind.
backpack, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it would be in the back because it's not very big. It's probably like yay.
Yeah.
Yeah, she would probably brought it. Yeah, so she'll just slump her pack off her back and open up and pull out the wand and cast Detect Magic, which is a 30-foot radius.
Mm-hmm.
So the wand isn't going to anything else.
Within 30 feet, you don't really see. I mean, actually, okay. So you see around that hook an aura that you would associate with the enchantment school of magic. And in addition, Mountwood has hanging from his staff. There is a small. It looks almost like a curved, elongated disc with it's kind of a shiny white color with splotches of black across it. That also is glowing. And give me a second to reread the Schools of Magic. It would it would probably have a conjuration aura. Maybe conjuration with a touch of evocation.
So, what color would those appear as?
Yeah, I don't have my chart.
Oh.
That was in other gaming supplies that I don't have handy.
Conjuration.
I think Sam's got hers on.
And what was the other one?
Mine's up by my gaming
Conjuration.
stuff.
Evocation.
Evocation.
Evocation's red.
Yep.
So a mixture of red and light green on that mass.
Destroy stuff.
I call the mass the disc.
Stuff up here.
And then the hook has what I say
Enchantment.
enchantment.
Yep.
Which is purple.
I think I know where that's going.
And that's it within the 30 feet. It's just the two items on Mountwood.
Unless you guys have stuff that I'm forgetting.
No, I
Is
don't think I do.
Ricsar's
Other than my
magical?
staff.
No.
The staff I'm using, that's the only thing I have.
Is the gem. Sorry, I was thinking about something else to ask.
The lapis?
Is the lapis.
Lazuli.
It is not.
Okay.
It is not magical.
What about the baked potato that I got?
That baked potato is definitely got some necromantic aura to it. It was a very mysterious baked potato. No, it's a raw potato, right?
Yeah, I said big potato.
Big potato. Okay, that makes more
Yeah.
sense. It's definitely got an aura of
It's a sponge zombie.
necromancy.
Nice. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. That's it.
Okay. Priya will sign that information to Gilly to relay to Mountwood.
And Gilly will say all of those things out loud.
And then she'll put the wand back in her pack and I will take note that I used one charge.
What's the disc?
It is. I found that at. I don't remember.
Fair enough. Huh. Neato.
I'm not picking up stuff all the time. I don't remember where I get half this stuff.
Well, that's cool.
But it's magic?
Yeah.
Hey, good call.
Yeah. Your people Question mark. And Gilly kind of like looks at the above plane of air. Are pretty smart.
Don't tell them that. I'll go over their head.
I won't.
Alright, so you guys are standing out front of Gil's Survival. You are within the general vicinity of the dinosaur pens. People seem to be kind of returning back to their normal life after the zombie attack. The nearby shops where they were selling different types of food, cookware, or whatever supplies, they're fixing things up and righting their carts and taking stock of what's been ruined and what's salvageable. Life goes on. People are going down the streets again.
Hey, Montwood, I think I figured it out. You said you don't know where you get half your stuff. You get half your stuff from your mom, and then you get half your stuff from your dad. That's how it works, right?
Oh.
Wow.
Brielle's just giggling to herself.
Gilly blushes.
That's what I've been told. That's why I'm all orc. You get from both your parents. Yeah.
I
So,
wouldn't know.
oh, okay. I'm sorry that I didn't help.
Do you guys want to go see the dinosaurs?
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Okay, let's go see the dinosaurs.
Yeah, you guys can. The Triceratops pen is, of course, once again the biggest, and it's the closest. And at this point, you can see 4 Triceratops. You'd seen, I think, 6 before, but now there's 4 that are still out there.
What color are they?
One of them is kind of a bright orange with blue stripes that have been painted across it.
Ooh.
Another one is kind of a darkish, burntish red color that doesn't seem to have any sort of special adornment. And there is 2 very little Triceratops that go up to about the knee or so of the biggest ones, and they seem to be a dark gray color, and they both seem to be identical. In the enclosure with the Triceratops, you'll see 2 Chultans, both of which they're dressed kind of similarly. Unlike the kind of the flowing robes that you see with a lot of people around the city, they have like a shorts, basically cut out, pants cut off at the knee, with lots of pockets.
That's a good idea.
And they've both got vests on, and different types of jewelry around their neck. One of them is wearing his hair kind of wrapped up in cloth, and the other one seems to have be shaven bald. And they're out there working with the 2 of them, the adults, like trying to calm them down and kind of like walk them around the pen.
Okay. Ricsor will go up to the fence and call out to the guys like, "Hey, you!"
The bald guy will kind of like put his hands up to the Triceratops to kind of like stop it a little bit and kind of look over at the fence like, "Yes, what can I do for you?"
What's that one's name?
This one is named Berry Eater.
And which one is in front of him? Is it the red one or the orange one?
It's the red one.
Okay. And what's the other one's name?
The other one, this is Opteo's favorite.
That's what he's named?
Yes.
That's a weird name.
Well, he is Opteo's favorite. He is a very fast Triceratops.
Oh. And then what about the little ones? What are their names?
Oh,
Do they rhyme?
they're too young. They haven't been given names yet.
Can I give them a name?
They The bald guy looks towards the man with the hair wrap, and they both just kind of shrug at each other. Sure. What would you like to call them?
That one is going to be Ginger, and then that one, of course, is P.
T.
P.
What color's that one?
Gray. Both the
They're
little ones
both
are gray.
Oh, that maybe was like a yellow.
No, PEA.
Oh.
Oh.
I was thinking like urine.
I was thinking like urine as well.
I think everybody's gonna think like urine.
All right. They
urine.
the man with the head wrap kind of gets a big toothy grin and nods vigorously towards the bald man, and the bald man kind of shrugs and says, "All right, Ginger and P it is."
Okay, thanks. That was the only questions I had.
Fantastic. Thank you. Bye. And they continue to work with the two Triceratops out in the pen.
Ricsor will just like linger for a minute watching them, and then I don't know, continue on. I don't know what everyone else is doing while this is happening.
What is everyone else
I
doing?
was just smiling and laughing at the whole situation.
Kelly's just watching, sometimes in terror, as Ricsor went up and started screaming at the man controlling the dinosaurs, but then like calms down and is just watching things play out.
All right. What are you guys doing?
I mean, are there more dinosaur pens?
Yeah. You guys have seen that there is an Ankylosaurus pen.
The pens were huge.
Further down the line. That's all you've seen.
I mean, Ricsor will walk towards it. We don't have to spend a lot of time on it, but I mean, he's gonna, unless somebody directs him otherwise, he's gonna want to just like stop and look at the dinosaurs and go to the next one, whatever. If there's shops or whatever, stop and look outside of them.
At this point, you get down to the Ankylosaurus pen, and there is a single Ankylosaurus, and there is a Cholton woman on its back. And it's got like reins attached to its head, and she seemed to be like steering it around like kind of like a small obstacle course in the pen.
Do you race that one?
Do you like shout that out?
Yeah.
Because she's like in the middle of like, she kind of like turns her head to look at you, and she gets advantage on this. Is able to kind of like pull it to a stop as the orc is screaming at her. And then she kind of looks for a second and like, what? What are you asking me?
Do you race that one?
Not usually. I'm training him
For what?
for the races.
So, but you don't race him?
Oh no, I'm not a racer. I just train them.
Oh.
We have other people for that.
Oh. Does the Ankylosaurus have stripes on it, like painted on it at all? Or designs on it at all?
It does not right now.
Okay.
No.
Okay. What's its name?
This is Grung Stomper.
Grung Stopper?
Grung Stomper.
Oh, it's
Poor little froggies.
A froggy guys.
You guys dealt with those men, you licked them.
On purpose.
Mhm.
So she could try every flavor.
Yep.
Taste the rainbow.
Title episode.
Taste the rainbow.
Is he gonna race tomorrow?
Oh yes, he'll be out there.
Okay, I'll see him then.
All right.
Oh, bye.
Gilly signs to Brielle. Is this what having kids is like?
Real shrugs.
The woman will kind of pause for a minute as Ricsor starts to walk away, And she's like, "Hey, come back here."
Okay.
And she's gonna like kind of like maneuver the Ankylosaurus over, so she's like right next to the fence. And you can see the Ankylosaurus is just, you know, very large and like right in front of you. I mean, there's a fence there.
Bria will sign to you. I'm only 115. I don't think about kids.
Wow.
And the woman riding the dinosaur is gonna say, "You ever ridden a dinosaur before?"
No, I never seen a dinosaur before. 2 days ago? 3 days ago? I don't remember. 3 days ago.
Bria will hold up 3 fingers.
I didn't even know what they were.
Well, if you go talk to the management around the main building, and she'll kind of point sort of by where you guys first approach the dinosaur pens. So, they're always looking for new jockeys.
I can race a dinosaur?
Sure, if they think you got what it takes.
What does it take?
Well, knowing the right person sometimes spend a little coin. Sometimes you can win some coin. If you can win a race, the purses are real big.
I've got a backpack. I don't need a purse.
She'll nod.
Bria will giggle.
Okay, well, it's
She'll make the money gesture towards her.
Oh yeah,
Or towards him.
we could use more gold.
it's not guaranteed, and sometimes people get hurt.
I'm strong. It's okay.
Uh,
You see this scar?
You look real strong, and it needs to be someone who's good with animals, quick on the uptake, and willing to risk sometimes minor head injuries.
I've got all of that. I got 19 strength. I am trained in animal handling,
She's just listing her stats now.
and I don't remember the other thing, but also Ricsor's got a hard head. I'm sure of it.
And are you Ricsor?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you always talk about yourself in the third person?
No.
Okay.
Ricson just broke the 4th wall. That's a 4th wall within a 4th wall.
Yeah. For sure.
Like 16
Well,
walls.
you look like you got heart, and by Abteu, I don't think anyone's ever seen an orc ride an Ankylosaurus before. I think we'd definitely make get some attention that way.
Oh, okay. I'll do it. It sounds like a good idea. We should do that.
You wanna
Can
go?
we do that?
You wanna go talk to management?
Yeah.
All right. What's the manager look like?
She will describe a man and tell you guys. Well, why don't you just show up first thing tomorrow morning? Tell what was the name of that dude who I told you his name a while back?
Teo? No,
Joe Ball? No,
No,
that's the other guy.
Jerome.
Wasn't Jerome?
Hold on. I've
Just
been
something.
writing names down. Just have to find my notes.
I wrote down some names. Jamala?
Jamal.
Jamala.
I did not write that one down.
Because he's at the
Oh, right.
TBK Anchorage.
Jamal.
Right?
Yeah. Mention his name at the Turkey Anchorage to see/buy dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Yep, Jamala should be there. Should be there in the morning, getting jockeys ready. Tell them that I sent you, and I think he might be willing to let you ride.
So I wrote down coupon code Jamala.
Right. But who is this? What's your name?
My name is Quilapa.
Kulapa.
First thing tomorrow morning, and we'll see if we can get your orc friend here to ride an Ankylosaurus.
Okay, sounds good.
All right.
Yeah.
Of course, if you don't want to show up, then that's fine too. That's up to you.
No, I'll be there. We're gonna stay till the day after, so I'll be
Where-
there.
We're in Tariki Anchorage right now, aren't we?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought. So as this whole exchange has been going on, Brielle's usually got that autumn, the reddish yellow hair.
Mhm.
As she's been watching Ricsor, her hair has been turning to like more of like a leafy green.
Okay.
Okay.
Some of you
Probably a
guys
good
probably don't
thing.
know what that means. Some people in the audience may know what that means.
Sooner or later, I'll look up.
Gilly knows what it means.
I'll look that up.
Ryan does.
All right. So you guys have a optional side quest.
Yes.
Riding with dinosaurs.
Would a passive perception of 14, like so Ricsor eventually today notices Brielle's hair color changing?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
I'm kind of, after watching this whole thing, kind of off to the side, muttering to myself. I don't know. I think that'd be cheating. And I hold up 12. What do you think?
12 says, "Do it.
What do you know? You're a rat.
Do it."
Wait, how far away from us are you?
Not too far.
Brielle looks back when the rat speaks, raises an eyebrow.
Did the rat speak?
12 looks at Brielle and says, "Squeak."
And then she looks at Gilly and she says, "Did you hear that?"
What? That's definitely what it's like to have grandparents. So she points back to Montwood.
And she goes, "No, the rat was speaking."
What? I'll roll.
Have you told us that it
Perception?
was that you the spell that you used to call that? Find familiar? You just told us it was a spirit, right?
I mean, 15.
Nope.
What are you looking
I
for
rolled a 4 on
again?
the die
I
on that
guess,
one.
would it be perception? I mean, she was kind of paying attention to Ricsor, so if the rat spoke,
You.
she
I
wouldn't
mean,
have attended to it, really.
I'm sorry. And what was your score?
It was a 15, I guess, but it would go off my passive, hey, because
Yeah,
that would be
totally.
a 13.
I mean, you heard what seems to be Montwood talking to himself, which he does a lot. And then, like, maybe you heard something else, but, like, there's also people everywhere and dinosaurs.
Are you sure it wasn't Montwood talking to himself?
Shakes her head no and says the rat totally said something.
Okay, I believe you.
Tried to figure it out, but I rolled a 4 on the die, so I'm not even gonna try to figure that out.
I'll watch it. I'll watch it. He didn't talk to me the whole time, and we spent a lot of time together in that really nice office with the cushy pillows, and he wouldn't eat the fruit. I tried to get him to eat the fruit. He wouldn't eat it. Sorry.
Brielle just looks thoroughly confused.
I'll watch for it.
And then she just keeps walking.
What are you guys doing?
Where are we
Crazy
going?
idea.
Where are we going, by the way?
I mean, at this point, Ricsor's pretty satisfied with looking at the dinosaurs and all. So,
We could just go get food, then
yeah, like,
quickly go, or just glaze that over. We'll go get food, then we'll go just chill, and then spend some, or not spend, go see Grandfather.
yeah.
We don't need to role play eating.
No. At some point, though,
You've done that a lot.
Yeah. So we'll just glaze over. We go get food, and
You
then
go get
just
food.
chill for a little bit. And then once it gets close enough to the time to go see Grandfather, know his full name.
Zitembe.
Yep, I was just looking at my notes for it.
at some point while walking, Ricsor's going to ask Gilly
Yes?
how to sign "I like your hair," so that Ricsor can tell Brielle.
Okay. And, Gilly, like, just by habit, does a complicated series of gestures in the whole sentence.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no, wait! And then does one gesture at a time. I like your hair.
So Ricsor will try to, like, follow along
Yeah.
Gets it relatively quick. I mean, it's not gonna take him super long, but
As you guys are walking, and this is right after you had your kind of late lunch ish or whatever, pushing 3 o'clock at this point, and you're moving back out into the city, and this exchange happens between Gilly and Ricsor. Montwood is, I'm sure, just kind of tagging behind, and Brielle probably isn't interested in teaching sign, like maybe.
She's probably ahead of everybody. She doesn't even know this is exchanges going on.
Okay, perfect. So, a older looking man, dressed, great big white beard, dressed in very, very dirty, shabby, dull colored robes.
Grandpa?
Is going to kind of emerge from the crowd, just because there's lots of people and there's not really paying attention to most people. And he stops in front of Brielle, looks her in the eye, like grabs her wrist, and he will kind of like frantically say to you, "The Ancient One beneath the Forbidden City gives birth to a terrible new god. The Snake Men know. They know." And he'll blink a few times, let go of Brielle's arm, and just kind of like stagger off into the crowd.
Montwood, was that your brother?
Is that my brother?
I assume this exchange happens so fast I really don't have time to react to it.
Yes.
It's a 15 history. Was that my brother?
You're certain this was not your brother.
I really wanted you to roll low.
I mean, I figured like 5 or below, and you thought it was your brother.
Also, Sneeple.
Yeah. Sneeple.
Sneeple.
The auntie.
Yeah.
Snake people. Ugh.
Did they all catch that too? Or was it low enough for only me?
I feel like Ricsor and Gilly were definitely very preoccupied in
Oh, that's
their session with each other.
Joey didn't say that.
Montwood, would you be, where in the marching order would you kind of be? Where do you think?
Holding up the rear.
So yeah, you're probably not, like, you would probably be aware enough to see this exchange, but it's so loud and hectic that you might just hear some couple words from the whole exchange.
Just watch him go by. Nice robes.
As he kind of like really quickly, as he does that, Brielle will react fast and like pull her hand away and get ready to punch him before he walks off.
He gives no
But it happens
malice
so
or
fast
no.
that she doesn't have time to react to the punch. But so you'll see her get very aggressive with this person at first, and then he wanders off, and then she'll turn around and sign everything that he just said is best as Brielle can to Gilly.
The old god gives birth to a new one and the snake people know? What?
Who shrugs?
Old people
How
be
common?
crazy.
How common
No offense.
are Yanti or any kind of Sneeple? When I need to roll a nature or anything to figure out that it's a Yanti, I don't want to meta it.
Yeah, not really very common. Like, Brielle's been around, so give me a knowledge of history or survival, I guess. Probably history.
That's a 17 on the die. History I do not have. That is a +2 intelligence, so 19.
Sure. Like, snake people, you know that there are UNT. I would guess you've probably never
encountered one.
Yeah, so you wouldn't really know much about them as a society.
Right.
But the fact that they exist, you would be aware of that. I'm trying to think of, like, are there any other major, like, snake people per se in the D&D lore?
Naga, but they're not people.
They're not really people in this.
Salamanders.
Yes,
Those are elemental.
they're
fire newts?
lizards. There's lizards more.
There's fire newts out there.
Yeah.
Those are kind of like snake-ish people, sort of, but the same way that like lizard folks are
Yeah.
snake people.
Dragonborn?
So, but UNT would come to mind.
she would also mention possibly referring to Yonti to Gilly.
Oh, right.
She says we could look into that.
Maybe.
I don't know anything. I don't know much about them,
Me either.
but I know that they are snake people.
Right. Right. They are snake people. Huh. Or maybe it was just a crazy old guy.
She says,
Achoo.
So, no offense. No offense. I don't think you're crazy.
she will sign, that's possible. But
Right. Okay. Yeah, let's think about that though. Could cause us trouble in the jungle, maybe. Good time for dessert.
Brielle's hair starts to go from that green and starts to kind of gray to like a bluish
Uh-oh.
gray.
Um,
Don't
She
worry.
has a very like contemplative face.
Don't worry. Be jubilant. In the present time.
And then she will continue to move forward.
okay, yeah, if you guys don't stop and linger. You can, I mean, I'm assuming ultimately your destination is going to be the Temple of Savras.
Yep.
Again, sure. It's pushing 5 o'clock or so pretty close to the 24-hour mark that you were
Yeah.
told previously. By the time you were able to kind of like pick your way through the crowds up the big hill towards the temple, you're getting pretty close to the right time. So I'm going to assume you're probably going to want to like be heading towards that temple. Is that correct?
Yep.
There's a fair amount of people, more people at the temple than when you were there the day before. But again, it's like an hour or so earlier too. When you arrive, a middle-aged Chultan man wearing the similar robes to what you saw Grandfather Zitembe wearing the day before, he will greet you at the entryway, and he will say, "Are you the four who were here yesterday seeing Grandfather?"
Yes?
Yeah, Brielle will just shake her head, yes.
Fantastic, fantastic.
He's not actually my grandfather.
It's okay. He likes it when you call him that.
Okay.
The man will just kind of look at Ricsor and not a little bit bewildered, but doesn't say anything. Fantastic. Please, he is expecting you. He has been ready now for several hours. He wants to see you urgently.
Okay.
And he will take you down the same corridor that at least 3 of you recognize from the last time you were here.
Wow, this is nice.
With like tapestries on all the walls with the different depictions of the symbol of Savras being what do you call it, a crystal ball full of eyes, and some depictions, and some just a very large kind of all-seeing kind of eye.
That one's my favorite.
And he takes you into this large, the hallway kind of opens up into a large waiting room with a set of double doors, which again 3 of you will recognize. And he will knock kind of softly a little bit on one of the doors, and then kind of open it and kind of peek his head and like, "Grandfather, sir, are you well? Your visitors are here." And you can hear old man's voice kind of quietly respond that, "Oh yes, please have them come in." And the priest will kind of step aside and open the door for you, and very, very large workspace / library is what this looks like. There's wall to wall with books. There's a table kind of off to one side that has, a literal crystal ball sitting on it, and there are pillows and cushions kind of around it. You can see a desk with look like oh man, what's that tarot game from Curse of Strahd?
Taraka?
Yeah.
Taraka deck?
You guys see like Taraka cards kind of splayed out on this desk. You can instantly smell like thick, heavy incense in the air, and sitting in a very large stuffed chair with a table next to him with an open book. You see Grandfather Zitembe kind of sitting down, and he looks, very pale, and he looks like, he's exhausted. He says, "Please, come in, come in. I wish I could say much to tell you, but I do have information for you."
Are you okay? You don't look okay.
He'll kind of nod his head. This has not been the experience I was expecting. And I wish I could tell you more, but I hope what I have learned will be of use to you. And then he will gesture for his assistant priest to kind of leave and close the door, and he closes the door behind you. Please sit down. He'll gesture to basically like several couches, which mostly you've been sitting on cushions and padding, so maybe a little bit of a change. I cast a ritual which I have cast numerous times, which allows me to consult with the spirits of Chult to see into sometimes the immediate future, sometimes the not too distant past, sometimes into the here and now. I saw darkness. There is something unsettling in our jungle. I saw the visions. They took me far to the south, to a ruined city enclosed by cliffs, crawling with snakes.
That piques Brielle's interest.
In this city, there was a black obelisk that, the more I looked at it, it seemed to suck me in. I felt like if I looked too long or looked too close, that my soul would be ripped from my body, and I had a sense of a loss of control that I have never in my life experienced. It was most disturbing and draining. I expected to be in this vision for hours. I feel like I was in it for minutes before I had to pull away. I could not, I'm sorry to tell you, I could not dig as much as I would have liked. But there is something evil in this city. There is something evil in this obelisk or something associated. And I could not see any further.
Interesting.
There is something in our jungle that is not good. I don't know what it is. I could not. I again expected to see more. I completed this ritual. As I said, I completed this ritual hours ago, and I am still very exhausted. It has never taken this kind of toll from me.
We have the big map, right? Of the
Yeah, we do.
Yes.
Mountwood carries it.
Mm-hmm.
right. And thank you.
He said there was like a city of snakes, right?
Uh,
Or something like that.
a city or something surrounded by canyons,
Cliffs.
covered in cliffs. Sorry, cliffs covered in snakes.
Covered in snakes.
Mm-hmm.
Brielle will sign to Gilly real quick to
Okay.
have him ask a question.
Did you recognize the city at all that was covered in snakes?
He'll shake his head. I don't know this city.
Well, there's a lot of jungle to the south.
And I
Can I
wish
see
I
the
could
map real
even
quick,
I wish I
David?
could even
Do you have a
say
map?
Yeah, can I see it?
exactly how far to the south. I know I traveled a great distance in this ritual, in this journey of the mind. But when I got to the city, as I said, I feel like I lost all sense of myself and my location, and I was just sucked to this obelisk. It was a terrible thing. If that is your destination, I I wish you the most sincere luck. I would not recommend that anyone get anywhere near this terrible, terrible place.
Okay.
Okay, sounds like a good plan.
Wait a second. Is Brielle signing?
She's going to, but I have to think of what I'm going to say, so continue.
Okay.
Don't
Did
make
you
her-
happen to see anything as you traveled to this destination, or was it just a...
My guides, they take me where I need to be,
I see.
and most of the jungle is south of Port Nyanzar, so I know I traveled to the south, and I know I traveled very far.
Okay.
But I had to just break away, and I had to break away suddenly, and I feel as if I was disoriented for quite some time afterwards. I don't think I will be able to give you any more information as to the location.
Fair enough.
Why can't you do that?
I'm sorry.
Not you.
He will look kind of like where Montwood was kind of looking off to the side and shake his head a little bit confused, but doesn't
Talking to
it's-
someone else.
doesn't think it's worth dwelling on.
Brielle will start exchanging signs with Gilly.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we should talk to her too.
Is there any other way I can help you, or any other questions? I mean, maybe I can answer something, but I don't.
Blue triangle.
He nods his head. The kind found on the undead in the jungles.
Make like an upside down triangle with my hands.
Sharpie cannon upside down.
Yes, nearly all of the undead zombies in the jungle.
Have any information about that? What it refers to? Sort of like a brand of ownership.
Well, it's my understanding, as far as the stories go, that many years ago,
Triangle in my head.
a man named Rasnisi
Isn't I?
commanded an army of the undead as he attempted to attack the city of Mesro. Rasnisi was defeated, and when he fell, he lost control of his minions. And his minions were, of course, all marked with that blue triangle. That makes up the large bulk and vast majority of the undead in our jungle. The remnants of Rasnisi's army.
So about the same that our friend Gil said.
He'll shrug, like, I don't know who Gil is, but it's many of the commoners, many of the people of the city will speak of this as a ghost story, as just a horror story to tell on silent nights. But I believe there is some truth in it.
Thank you for your input. Most helpful.
I am happy to help however I can.
Okay. Brielle has been signing to Gilly. She has 2 questions for you to ask. This one first,
Oh,
then that one.
do you know anything about Yuan-Ti?
The snake people, yes, they once made their home within Chult, and there are some who believe that they may still be here.
Oh, where are they at?
He'll kind of shrug. There are any number of places to the south of here in the jungle that they may be living. I don't know of any in particular.
Okay. Then, does anybody know where Rosnice's city was?
Because it's kind of a
City?
legend or whatever. So
He'll actually kind of laugh at that. Sometimes legends are just that, and sometimes the story is absurd and mixes with the truth, or the truth turns into a story. But according to the story, Rosnisi, he had an enormous palace that was built upon the backs of undead elephants.
Oh.
Again, it is most absurd.
Okay. Interesting.
Or was it turtles?
I don't know.
Is that Grandfather or Kyle?
That's Kyle.
All right. This is some mighty big elephants. It's like Lord of the Rings, that still counts as one-size elephants.
There may come a point where I have to retcon what Zitembe says right there. Because amongst the things that I'm not expecting players to ask me
Yeah.
is things that I read forever ago
Yeah.
when I was conducting research for this game.
I get it. Totally been there.
Okay.
Is there anything else I can answer for you?
Brielle shakes her head. No.
I think that's it. Thank you so much for your help.
I am, of course, happy to help, and if you have further questions that you need answered, come speak to me, or if I'm not here, to my priests. We will help you as best we can. If you're going into the jungle after this thing, I don't envy your quest. But if the answer to this death curse is behind this obelisk, maybe your quest is, I don't know, it won't be easy.
Brielle's getting her expression is getting very somber, and her hair is darkening even further.
Well, maybe what we're looking for is not that. Yeah. We're still gonna go see the Oracle, right? I don't know. That person might tell us something different.
The Oracle. Do you say that in game, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
The Oracle at Oralunga.
Brielle shakes her head, yes.
He will inhale sharply. I have never spoken to this Oracle myself, but everything I hear about her is good.
Okay.
If you seek more information, she may be able to help.
That's good to know.
The jungle between here and there is dangerous. It is deadly.
We've got Iku.
So you met with Iku, and she has agreed to help you.
Yeah.
He will
Right.
nod very quickly. Okay, that she will be a great asset to your quest. Anything else?
I got nothing.
All right. Well, it seems as if some questions have been answered, and other questions have arose. We are at a fun and dark place now. Hopefully next week we can have some answers, or at the very least a zany dinosaur races featuring Ricsor on the back of an ankylosaurus.
Rickster's going to say, Grandfather, if you're feeling better tomorrow, I'm gonna race a dinosaur. If you want to come watch.
He will smile and nod his head. I will try my best to be there, my son.
That doesn't. Okay. Sounds good.
All right. Now that the important stuff is out of the way, thank you for listening. If you like what we're doing and you want to encounter more of the weird stuff we do on social media, you can check out the Facebooks, the Twitters, the Instagrams, and do a search for Monday Night TPK, and you will probably find us. You can also look on the YouTubes and do a search for Above the Table Games, and hopefully by the time you hear this, we will have some kind of content. I know we have lots of ideas. It's just a matter of putting those ideas to fruition. I think that's it. So again, thank you very much for joining us at our table, and have a good night.
I was stomping through the hallway and I come out here, I'm like, oh no.